Hey, welcome to another episode of Legion Elite Motorsports. I'm your host, Isaiah. And on today's episode, we have the silver starion down. All started from test driving into a valve getting stuck open. So we're going to discover everything that's wrong with the car today. So let's dive in. Okay, I didn't want to bore you guys with the removal of the turbo manifold, but it is as simple as take off the intercooler boot, take off the return line, feed line, downpipe, bolts for the exhaust manifold, and that's it. So I got this end scope here. Haven't warmed it up yet, but we're gonna see what we see in cylinder number 1. Alrighty, and we're gonna move this around and hopefully, there we go. Yep, and see what we can see. So hang tight. All right, so we're gonna look at this inside here. So we're going in. All right, there's the valve stem. Doesn't look too weird. All right, that's not bent. And then that's the valve. Nothing there. See if I can get this thing in a better position. All right, that's the open valve right there. There we go. So that's the area I poked with the camera too many times. Same for over here. But let's see if we can go in. Yep, I poked all back there. All right, so let's see if we could see in the valve area. All right, there's the piston on the bottom left. There seems to be nothing in there causing any issues, just like I thought. And the valve is still stuck open. So I'm gonna see if I could do some methods to get it unstuck and see why I got stuck in the first place. But yeah, let's see what we could do. Okay, so with a punch, actually tapped it and got it to close. But I'm noticing it's not quite on the valve, the actual tap it. So I'm gonna see if something bent, and I'm gonna see, even with this adjustment, it's still not reaching all the way. So I'm gonna see if I could take this off, you know, jiggle it around a little bit, see if it'll get everything in position, because every single one of these are in the perfect position on both sides, as you can see, but this one is not. So that's a little weird. It probably caused the valve to come down at a slight angle, which would kind of explain why I got stuck. So yeah, I'm gonna mess with this a little bit and hopefully I can get this sorted out. But yeah, other than that, I don't trust it. I think it's going to lead into it failing again. But at least if I can test it to make sure that it's operating properly, might give it a little bit of time and hopefully nothing bad happens from it, but we will definitely see. I literally gave it a slight little tap with the hammer, and it popped right up. So yeah, I think this might be coming down at a too strong of an angle, and yeah, that might give us this problem that we have here. So I'm gonna mess with this a little bit and see if I can get it back into position and kind of take it from there. So let's see. Okay, so I got it lined up for the most part, but what I'm noticing though is, you see the slit for the keepers. So if I take this off, right, put this down for a second, there we go, and I push, it's doing what it's supposed to do, but I'm gonna twist it. All right. All right, so we're gonna leave it right there. We're gonna try something real quick and let's see how it lines up. So, see how it's slightly different? Now I'm pretty sure it's not that far off in general, but let me twist it again. We're gonna go clockwise. All right. All right, I'm gonna do it there. This will tell me if the valve is bent, long story short. And look at that. It definitely has to be bent. Actually, let me make sure this is down properly. So, with it being so far off like that, it's kind of making it a little reminiscent of a bent valve. So let's go clockwise, or actually counterclockwise, a little bit more. Let's see if it makes any difference. All right, so now we're 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Put this in the right place. There we go. And look at that. Yep, so there's definitely gotta be something wrong. Let me see. All right, it's 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. That's pretty much dead on, so there's got to be some slight indifference in that valve. Okay, so with that weird little test, it looks like this valve was installed by the manufacturer improperly or something to that effect, but yeah, this one does have a difference. The other one does not have a difference, so I don't know. That's a little weird. Let me know down in the comments what level of bent valve this is, and yeah, if it could possibly be straightened out. So yeah. Also, side note, I noticed how easy this one is to push down versus this one. This one, you have to put more oomph into it, and even when you do, it feels like it's getting stuck at the bottom. This one sounds completely different than this one. Yeah, it's definitely sticky. So that one's definitely bent. All right, well, that was fun. Alrighty, so yeah, what I'm gonna do is, yep, prepare to take this head off. So that's gonna be fun. Okay, so I skipped you guys through all of the mayhem of pulling out the head, kind of getting to the meat and potatoes of things, but taking off the head, I discovered something that's a little alarming, and as the saying goes, when it rains, it pours. So let's check it out. So, here's a block surface. You know, it's got the fuzzies from the cloth I was using, which can easily be cleaned, not a big deal. But here is the big deal. Do you see it? How about now? And how about over here? Yep, that is absolutely right. This block is cracked on both of these stud holes. Well, how bad is it, and can it be repaired? No, it cannot be repaired. You actually need a new block. And to see how bad it is, look at your head gasket. So here's the head gasket, right? This is the top side, no problem. Everything looks fine. And here is the bottom side. Check that out. Yeps. Cracked. So if you don't know if your block is cracked, You could check your gasket, or you can rub your nail against it. Okay. And it catches. Okay. This one not so bad, but this one catches. Here, not so bad. Oh yeah, that's catching. Yep. So, cracked. When it rains, it pours. Okay, so I removed the keepers, took the spring out. That's the base for the seat. So technically from here, the valve is supposed to drop. And it's stuck. It's not moving. Yep, that's not moving. So I have reason to believe the valve guide is severely damaged. But what we're gonna do though is we're gonna take this valve out and we're gonna see not only the guide destroying the valve, but also we're gonna see the valve being bent. So give me a couple seconds, I'm gonna get this out and we'll take it from there. Okay, so we got the valve out and you see it is bent. All right, for those of you who can't see, we're gonna take a straight edge to the valve. And there we go. You can see that. And of course, we're gonna put in a drill and spin it so you can see a wobble. That gives the best effect. And we will, grit our teeth as it happens. Okay, here goes that effect. Tighten it up in the chalk. Let's see what it looks like. Yep, that is 100% bent without touching anything. It's a non-interference motor. That means the head had to destroy the valve, and that's what happened. Valve guide, no good. And with that being said, geez, we're gonna call that an episode. So let's see. We have a bad valve. We have a cracked block, I wanna say severely, on the surface. And that surface was decked, and I don't recall seeing holes there, but that's here nor there. She's definitely cracked now. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure quite a bit out. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If this is the type of carnage you like to see, definitely consider subscribing, hitting that bell icon for updated notifications. And remember guys, knowledge is power, and I will see you guys next time.